Hue, this is how you save your job, Hue. Beat the Steelers. Beat the Steelers, and you got like 3 games. Nobody expects you to beat Atlanta. Nobody expects you to beat Kansas City. But if you beat the Steelers and the Ravens in 1 year, that's like, you're eating free in Cleveland. At least. I don't know about your job, but you're eating free. That's Gary Wolfe.
That's Anthony Sellers.
And that's Eric Jordan.
And this is Browns in Our Blood with a Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
Yeah, not in my blood.
Thoughts on the Tampa Bay game?
First topic, obviously, the game.
And I have to admit, I wasn't going to admit this, but I was kind of being a little bit of a dick. And I snatched Chubbs up many weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah,
it was you.
Just out of spite for you two.
He did it like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
And then I saw that trade this week. I was like, whoop, starting lineup.
Wow.
What were your thoughts?
The game? Yeah. Growing pains, man. Still growing pains. Too many turnovers. Too many damn turnovers. But I really like the fight. I like the fight on the second half. I really like the fight, the way we came back. The defense stepped up in the second half.
Yeah.
Jabril Peppers sighting, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the special teams. Man, we just got to learn how to win.
It started off real slow.
Yeah. The whole first half slow.
For offensively, the whole first half was just slow. I mean, quick reads, quick throws, run, pass is what it seemed like. So once they opened up their playbook a little bit in the second half and they got more aggressive, then you started to see everything else open up, and that's when they started scoring all the points and having the things like go their way. I was impressed with the second half. The first half was a little bit agitating just because, like I said, it was slow. Kind of knew what was going on. You could see the game plan. At the end of the day, though, like you said, there was fight. You saw players step up that needed to step up. Jarvis stepped up. 10 receptions, 97 yards, the touchdown.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb stepped up. I still want to see Duke get more touches.
He didn't get that many touches.
He had like 5 touches total.
He's on that big contract there just this past offseason, and he hasn't been getting much production now for that kind of paycheck.
Yeah.
He hasn't. They haven't used him. I still think they're underutilizing him. Personally.
Well, Haley doesn't believe in him.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that.
Because Haley, to me, has that kind of character, that personality. If he just ain't feeling you, I don't care what the paycheck said. I don't care what we paid him. I ain't gonna force him in. So it could be a rift there, which kind of gets us to where our next question is kind of gonna be.
Yeah.
Is it time for Hue Jackson to go?
Is it time for these coaches to go? Specifically, is it time for Hue to go?
I think we're bordering on the teeter line. But yeah, I think it's getting pretty close just because there is a lack of discipline that we've seen from year 1 to year 2 to year 3 in Hue's tenure. And it comes down to the penalties, which we did not mention in that last little spot. But there was 14 penalties in the game. The last 3 games, they're averaging 10 penalties a game. And on the season, they're the second most penalized team in the NFL behind your Steelers.
So like you said, that's 30 turnovers in 3 games. That's
penalties.
What is it, turnovers?
Yeah.
Turnovers, penalties, same old thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of reflection, man. And when you start thinking like that, man, and thinking of coaches, that's 6-1 that's starting. Like the possibility of being 6-1. A couple of bad games, A couple of bad games I get of turnovers and penalties. That's a reflection of coaching, man. And they might be tuning. You know, after 3 years of losing like that, it's very easy to tune someone out.
I think the ice is starting to crack.
Yeah.
I think you guys are too talented this year to be where you're at with the record-wise.
I agree with that 1,000%.
I am the biggest, probably, Browns basher, hater, period. Probably just out of fun. But you guys should not be with the record you have. You should have beat us week 1. We should have lost that game.
Nobody. Neither team wanted to win that game.
No.
Neither team.
The New Orleans game. I mean, all the games.
Yeah.
All the games except for the Chargers game.
It says a lot that we're so close in every game to, like, it's just a couple bounces. This last game, the 2 4th down conversions that we missed. The 4th and 2 one, he actually got the first down, but it got knocked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, it's just stupid little things like that, too, that just mount up.
I mean, there's a part of me that wants to say the process takes longer, especially once you get the talent. Once you get the talent, and we just got the talent, and even though we went through this last week, that we've had some talent and some playmakers, But I think we just got bacon this young core. And I think sometimes I want to say we jumping the gun too quick. Our expectations are we just jumping. We shouldn't even be thinking like this. We should be happy from being 0-16 to being 2-4-1.
No, not with the talent. Not with the talent.
Name me a young team that's producing like that right now. It's as young as us.
Some of your guys are only a couple seasons.
Yeah. I'm talking about young like Baker, Chubbs, Ward, Garrett.
Just look at what Deshaun Watson's done. Second year. Wentz last year.
Yeah.
Second year.
Yeah,
if it wouldn't have been for that knee injury,
and that one stings.
Yeah.
Wentz stings. That stings. That stings. Hell, that hurts. I feel that internally.
Yeah.
Okay, good point. Point made.
Yeah, I went ahead and Wentz there.
Yeah. It's close. I mean, I want to see the win. I would hate to see the changeover again, but they're on the borderline. When you look at 3-35-1, and then if you want to exclude the first season, since that was basically a wash of this whole rebuild process, 2-20-1.
The way I love sports, when it comes to penalties, it's a coach thing. It's a coach thing. That falls dead in your lap, and that has definitely lost us games. We would definitely have a different record.
Yeah.
If Hue is gone, would we hand it over to Haley?
I don't know.
No.
Let's get your expertise on this.
I wouldn't turn it over to Haley. I don't care for, even when he was in Pittsburgh, the offensive coordinator, I didn't care for his offensive call. A lot of his play calls. I think he's calling almost the same game in Cleveland that he did in Pittsburgh. Run, pass. Run, pass.
I mean, that did y'all pretty damn good, though, don't you think? I mean, it got y'all in some nice places.
It did, but you also got to look like we just talked about. Talent versus what you guys had at that time. Yes, he hasn't had it for as long, but with the playmakers you guys have on offense right now, should be much better than where you're at.
I'd say that's what we had a discussion last week. I don't know if we're that good, if we have that great of playmakers. We're talking specifically about Pittsburgh, and you're going from Antonio Brown, Juju.
I'm not saying you have the caliber, but you have good players. You have Chubbs, you have Landry, Njoku, the tight end.
Chubbs is not proven. We just seen Chubbs on 3 runs now.
But he's shown in college.
Maybe. He has the potential.
Yeah, he has the potential.
He has the potential. Hyde had the potential.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys didn't give him enough chance. He's gone.
Yeah, that wasn't up to me. Definitely wasn't up to me. But I'm riding with Dorsey on that. But continue.
But no, I honestly think if you had a more agnatic play caller, I mean, look at Mahomes in Kansas City.
Yeah.
What Andy Reid is doing with him.
Yeah.
In his first year as a starting quarterback, it's unreal.
Yeah.
If you had somebody with that kind of play call ability,
well, the whole league is wishing they had that, though.
And Andy Reid too. He actually opened up Alex Smith there that 1 year too. We had Nagy before Nagy moved to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Is that where he moved to, Minnesota?
Chicago.
Yeah, before Nagy moved on to Chicago. They really opened up the playbook for him, and he aired it out and showed he could be more than a game manager.
And these good coaches, they tweak their play calling
to
their ways they do things to their players. And I don't think they're doing that so much for Baker. The type of quarterback he is, he's not so much of a pocket passer. He's more.
But you saw him adapt in the second half too, because the second half of the game, like I said, like they got more aggressive, and you saw the plays come out instead of just these quick 8-9 yard slants and stuff like that, or just the screens to the flat. He was getting some of that second level, third level openings in the passing game. So and that's where Landry kind of came alive. The last quarter and a half, Landry's first 6 catches were only for 50 or 40 yards or something like that. The last 4, he ended up getting close to 100. He really jumped it.
So we're saying you have that explosive talent. You need to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't think taking these safe little dink and dunk 4-yard, 5-yard plays are beneficial for the type of talent that you guys have.
Yeah.
I think dink and dunk is good for the first couple of years. I'm cool with giving a short leash to a new player.
I'm more of a let's go guns blazing.
Yeah.
If I'm going to lose and go 0-16, I want to do it guns blazing.
Trial by error.
Yeah.
Not when you got a franchise quarterback like Baker. I don't believe in that. That Baker's gonna be here for a while. Ain't no need to go there and have media and fans turn on him when you don't have to. And they will turn on you in a hot second. They'll be like, get him out of here. Just like we talking about doing Hue right now. Take your time with Bake. But I do like what you said about, I think they should be playing to a player's strength. I think that's just good coaching. I think when coaches try to make a player fit into a scheme, into their scheme, that some players can do it, but I don't think you're getting the best out of that player.
Right.
I do agree with that.
You adapt your scheme to that.
So you think there should be more rollouts and more,
right?
Yeah, having like
things
they do
that he's
Mahomes.
comfortable until he gets more comfortable in an NFL type of
Big 12
offense.
football.
Yeah,
Basically, Big 12
Right.
football.
Thoughts on the Carlos Hyde trade?
All right, so we traded Carlos Hyde. So what are your thoughts on that, Anthony?
I think it was kind of short, kind of quick, but I'm not overall mad at it. But overall about the trade, I don't mind it because I've been saying all along that Chubb is pretty much like Carlos Hyde in my opinion, except he's a little bit more elusive. But they both fight for yards. Chubb's got a little bit more burst from that first step. They're both power runners.
I can't remember what you guys get. 4th round, 5th round pick,
Fifth.
At least you got something back.
Yeah.
Right.
And
wasn't
getting
giving
something
him
like
away.
that for, running back of that caliber is still, like, to me is good because running backs are a dime a dozen to people in the NFL anymore.
Personally, it scares me because I have Fournette on one of my fantasy teams, so that makes me concerned. Is he going to be out longer?
Right.
Well, why did Jacksonville try and pull this and get Hyde in there?
Right.
Is this
They're
going to be
put him on IR.
Is this going to be a longer injury for Fournette?
What are your thoughts though? On the trade?
I'm a big fan of Hyde because of he's done me right in fantasy. So but at the same time, like I'm bought in. I'm with Dorsey so strong. I'm cool if this is what he thinks. And I'm like I said, my expectations aren't that high this year. Well, how can I word this so I don't offend you? As our rebuilding continues, the continuation of our rebuilding, that's fine. I'm fine with that. The youth movement, I'm cool with the youth movement. I'm all in with the youth movement. So with that Baker, QB, and Chubbs, and Ward, and Miles, and I like it. I'm cool with it.
Thoughts on the upcoming Browns versus Steelers game?
All right, Browns Steelers, round 2. We tied it out first time. We got a Steeler fan in here.
Yes.
Okay.
There best be no damn tie this time. I don't care. The NFL
Score
changed.
must be settled.
Yes.
What was your breakdown of the first game?
You should have beat us.
Right.
Entirely too many turnovers. I'm not so much worried about our offense. It's the defense.
Yeah.
That is our Achilles heel right now.
Yeah. What part of the defense?
Secondary.
Secondary.
We're weak in the secondary.
That seems to be like an ongoing theme every year for you guys. It's weak secondary, weak secondary, weak secondary. Especially after Palomalu.
I was just going to say that. It seems like after Palomalu, Shazier started getting there, and then that injury last year.
Shazier was special.
He was going to come on.
Special.
After Palomalu, there was a decline. Shazier started coming back up, but now we're in that same position. If Cleveland can hold the defensive line, our secondary's weak. If you can stop the rush and Baker has time to pass, he can pick us apart.
I'm going to be interested to see how our defensive line does. Like, can they continue that momentum? Because, as we were talking before the show too, we lead the NFL in takeaways. Agba, he had his best game of the season last week against Tampa Bay. I'm really excited to see how that plays out.
Well, Pittsburgh, they say they don't kick extra points now. They go for 2 points. I don't think we punt either. I just think at third down and whatever, if Ben doesn't see anybody, he just throws an interception. That's our punt.
Honestly, I see the whole league going to that. I see the whole league turning into a damn video game. You go for it on 4th down. You don't punt. Don't kick field goals. And I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun to watch.
Well, about 2 weeks ago, every kicker was missing left and right. Crosby missed 5 kicks in that Green Bay game. Wow.
Don't talk about kicks. This dude misses a field goal and then kicks a 59-yarder to
I
beat
know,
it.
right?
That's so.
He missed an extra point too. He missed an extra point and a field goal. Then he goes and drills a 60-yarder.
Tell me this. So we just talking about this. How do you feel about the Le'Veon Bell situation? How do you feel about Le'Veon personally?
We have to get into it.
Yeah.
I understand from a personal aspect, beside the team, I understand why he's doing what he's doing. Especially after you look, see what happened with Thomas out of Seattle.
Uh-huh.
He wanted a big contract. He played, blew his knee out.
Right.
Now he's done.
Right.
He's definitely done in Seattle after the whole flipping off the sideline on the cart. But
right.
So I can understand protecting his investment himself.
Right. You get that.
I get that. As a fan, for Christ's sake, come back. I want that two-headed monster. I want to be able to rotate them both in. I want that option to have the fresh back rotated in.
They have 2 different abilities.
Yes. Bell's has more of a pass-catching type potential. It might be on par, but Connor might be just a little bit of a better runner. So that's another weapon we have. Line Connor up in the backfield. Put Bell in the slot. You've got Juju. You've got Brown.
Like we should be doing with Duke Johnson and Chubbs at the same time. You should have had Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, Matthew Daves all lined up at the same time. We should have had 9 receivers with 2, a center and a tackle. I don't think I left room for a quarterback, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
You think y'all got us this week?
Coming off of a bye week, yes.
That's a good point.
Coming off the bye.
That's a good point. Coming off the bye.
They've had some time to get the chemistry together. The offense has started playing better. Defense, maybe get some rest on the bye. I think we'll be able to get by you guys this week.
I think this is an important game for us too.
Yeah.
Like it's brutally important for Hue Jackson, I think.
I was just getting ready to go there.
And that's part of what I have some uncomfortableness about. Does Hue see the writing on the wall? Does he just go out and be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna call everything. Let's do the hook and ladder."
And tell me this: if Hue gets the win,
that saves his job, in my opinion.
Dude,
I don't know.
Beating Pittsburgh.
I don't know if it saves his job completely.
At least for a couple weeks.
That'd be 2 rival wins.
Yeah.
2 rival wins: the Ravens and the Steelers.
But see, you have the Steelers this week. Then you have Kansas City after that. Then you have Atlanta after that. And then you have the bye week. See, these next 3 games are crucial to whether he's going to be continuing on the rest of the season or he's going to be canned by the bye week.
I agree. Do you think 1 and 2 makes him to the bye week and past? If that one's against this Pittsburgh.
I don't know.
I'm not so much worried about Atlanta. Atlanta hasn't been playing to their potential as much. Kansas City.
But Atlanta still has an offense.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're starting to get Hooper involved. They're tied in. They have a lot of weapons. They use a lot of weapons. That's the other thing. When you have the weapons, you use them. That's been my whole gripe. And that's what they're doing.
Freeman, Coleman.
Hue Jackson.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you
Calvin
something.
Ridley.
I love these Browns. All right, I love them to death. We're not beating Kansas City.
No.
We're not beating Atlanta. It's not happening. Steelers, and they starting to crank up a little bit. I'm a little worried about it, but there's so much rival going on in there. There's so much adrenaline. Anything can happen with that. And I know this. For me as a fan, if Hue Jackson, you told me, look, going from 0-16 to beating the Ravens and beating the Steelers, his leash is extended with me for that.
I'll say the other thing that we're forgetting about too, this overturn in the offseason, we still overturned 35 players off that 53-man roster. You got to think about that. That still takes time.
Let's break down the division, y'all. Now, I know I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm a big Kool-Aid drinker when it comes to my Browns. But I feel like we're pretty evenly matched throughout the division. It might be hard for a Steeler fan because y'all.
No, because I think there were a few games there were some bad calls against you guys.
Right.
The Raiders game. That should have been a victory. Like I said, you should have beat us. As big as Steeler fans,
we should have won the New Orleans game.
You should have won in New Orleans. Yeah. So technically, you should be leading. So yeah, I agree with you. There is a lot of equalness in the division this year.
All right, so it's up for grabs.
Yeah, this may be the toughest division in the NFL this year.
I agree with that. Because when I go see us play other teams, like outside of our division, besides like the Chargers and who did the Ravens play yesterday? New Orleans. But that showed me something too. The way New Orleans put it on the Ravens yesterday, and the way we handle New Orleans and the Ravens, it's an emotional roller coaster with my Browns.
It is.
But yeah, man. But still, when you look at the talent, y'all, especially when y'all get Bell back.
Yeah. When
y'all get Bell back, talent-wise, it's the defense that's going to be the thing for y'all.
Hey, I would be listening to trade offers right now. If I was Pittsburgh, if you offer me some defensive players, I know Connors can do it. He's done it so far. I would pull the trigger. Get me the defensive help I need to get to the Super Bowl.
That's all you want to let go is Connor? Who else is up for grabs? In your mind, if you would.
I'd let Bell up for grabs. I'd put him.
Oh, so you would trade Bell. Oh, so you would keep Connor?
I'd keep Connor. I'd trade Bell.
Oh.
He ain't going to re-sign. I'm going to tell you right. He won't re-sign with Pittsburgh, even though he says he wants to.
Even if they give him the money?
I don't think he would because they were right there before.
The way Pittsburgh does their contracts, they won't.
No, they've never done that. I think he's going. So if I can get something to help me now, I'm going to take it. I'd rather get something for a little bit of something than nothing.
All right, who scares you on the Browns? What about the Browns scares you about this upcoming game?
Landry.
Because you don't think you got nobody back there?
I don't think we have anybody that can cover him.
What scares you about the Steelers for this upcoming game?
Probably Connor the most.
Because our run D ain't the greatest.
Exactly.
Yeah, he had a heck of a game against you guys in the first game.
He did.
Yeah, that bye week, that's what scares me. That bye week.
That's why I feel better about this week.
Right.
If it was a regular, we both were coming off of games, I would be... Because like you said, it's that rivalry. Yeah, you have other rivalries in other divisions, but it's just something about like Pittsburgh and Baltimore, Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
AFC North football.
Yeah.
I predict score predictions.
I'm going to go 27-24. Obviously, Cleveland.
And you know what? I'm going with that. That sounds good to me. I'll take that. I'll take that. 27-24. If that was Vegas was giving, I'd be like, yeah.
38-24 Pittsburgh.
38-24.
You got to start off quick. Cleveland has to start quick this game. The offense has not scored any points in the first quarter all year. Yeah, that's why I mean we've got to start off quick.
We don't have playmakers.
Maybe I'm not the biggest Browns hater.
We have playmakers. We have playmakers.
You have the beginnings of playmakers.
Yeah, I agree with that. The beginning.
We have playmakers.
Okay.
If you count
They
both
just-
sides of the ball, yes, you have playmakers.
They have to step
Oh,
up.
yeah. We can't get
Defensively, yeah.
Yes.
I think we have playmakers on the offensive side.
I need to see a little bit more out of Njoku before I can go there to say more than one. I'll give you Landry. I think Njoku is close.
And I think Njoku will get there, too.
I do.
But it might not be till next year. Njoku could definitely has potential to be something special. And Landry's Landry. Landry does what he do. Look, we ain't going down this road again. I just made a little...
That touchdown that Landry had, man.
Man, that was awesome.
Oh, my God.
That was awesome. Man, that play, the quarterback sneak, he ain't no quarterback sneak type QB. He's just not, man. That was a horrible call.
I didn't mind that call.
I did.
What,
I was like,
4th and goal on the 1, so you're going to back him up. So
he's got no push to him. He's all light in the ass. He ain't got no push to him.
See?
I don't mind it. I don't mind the play call from the aspect of where it puts their offense if you fail. In that aspect,
Oh,
when you think
no,
about that,
okay. Yeah, but that's the same difference if you give it to Chubb. Chubb got all that. Give it to him.
but when you turn around and hand the ball off, it gives them more time for the defense to actually get into the backfield and stop them and get them to maybe tackle them at the 3 or 4.
I'd rather have somebody that's 250 or so with a head start versus your quarterback who 200, 195, 200.
Not used to
and
getting
head
hit.
start.
And look, hey, he's a playmaker. Get it to one of the playmakers. See if they can make a play.
That's right, Anthony. Get to your playmakers.
Baker's a playmaker too. You've been saying that.
Not as no quarterback sneak. Barely, he's not even 6 feet tall. I didn't get that. And if you're gonna do it, Drew Brees does. You know with the
Jump over.
yeah, that thing. You know what I'm saying?
He'll get it. Takes time. Takes practice. He'll get it.
Oh, believe me, I got so much faith in Baker. You ain't got to worry about that.
Play fantasy football with us.
Fantasy football. Who won this week? Okay.
I'm taking a new strategy to this year. You take a dart and you just throw it at a spinning board, and wherever it lands, that's the player you take. That's what I've been doing in this.
It's a darn good thing.
I know.
I've had the worst luck. I was like, okay, I took Curse this week.
Yeah.
I thought, Omawa's out, or whatever his name is.
Anunwa. Yeah.
He's out and everything. I thought, I'm going to pick up Curse. No points.
And I just took the lead too. Overall standings.
Yeah, but see, M.I., he did something. He went against the Browns' defense. He took Jameis Winston and Chris Godwin in that. He claims Browns fandom, but in fantasy football, he just shits on the Browns.
Hey, you gotta go with the winner.
He just hates on the Browns.
Hey, I hate on the Browns, and I got Chubb in my starting lineup.
True that.
Like I said, it was out of spite, but hey.
I got Bell and Connor both on my bench. I mean,
that's different.
Fantasy's fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy.
Yeah, but we're Browns in our blood fantasy league. It's Browns in our blood, and you're going against the Browns? Come on, Jonathan.
Well, we see why you're in 4th place. Mischievous winning. Mischievous won. Congratulations, Mischievous. Yo, so if you want to play fantasy football with us, the link's down in the description. Come play with us. We play every Sunday, 1 o'clock game. Like I said, the 3 of us been playing, and we got some more people playing, and we play for money.
Yeah, what we play, I don't know what he's doing.
Yes, so hit the link down in the description box if you want to play fantasy football with us.
You can always catch all of our shows on YouTube at MONSTALUNG Sound Vision. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the little notification, like the videos. We love the comments too, by the way.
Great stuff, guys.
Yes, great stuff. Willie had a really good post that you responded to. Gene, the one that corrected us on the Chargers stuff.
Right,
had other good in-depth stuff about Kirko taking over and stuff like that. So, yeah, we love seeing these comments, guys. It helps keeps us motivated on it.
Also, big shout out to Jeff Mitchell too on our Facebook, because the Facebook, we get a lot of views on Facebook too. So yes, our Facebook fam, keep giving us comments and critiques. We appreciate that stuff. Okay.
If you don't like seeing our faces, then you can get the show in podcast form at -podcastgroup.com or anywhere podcasts are downloadable.
Right. And just so you know, last year when we had Gary on the show, we made a bet, Cleveland Browns versus Steelers bet. Browns lost, as everybody knows. I came prepared to pay up my bet today, but he forgot to bring the stuff. So I think that just null and voids that bet, right?
Nope.
No.
Do you guys want to make a new bet? You want to double down?
Double or nothing.
Do you want to double down?
I think a double or nothing is a good
I'm up for double or nothing.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for
What's the terms?
What was last year? I supposed to wear something?
Supposed to wear a Steelers shirt or jersey, whatever.
Steelers shirt and a wig.
Or you could do like one of those.
And the winner gets to pick the wig.
All right.
What am I doing? It's because I love my Browns. Yeah, I'll do it. All right. You got it. It's on.
I hope the Browns win.
God, I hope the Browns win.
I hope they do.
That's Gary Wolfe.
That's Eric Jordan.
That's Anthony Sanders.
And this is
Browns in our blood. Here we go, Brownies. Beat them Steelers. Hey, Hue, this is how you save your job, Hue. Beat the Steelers. And you got like 3 games. Nobody expects you to beat Atlanta. Nobody expects you to beat Kansas City. But if you beat the Steelers and the Ravens in 1 year, that's like, you're eating free in Cleveland. At least. I don't know about your job, but you're eating free.